Hey everybody, welcome back to the deep dive. We're diving into a super cool tool today called Wait for Reps.
Yes. It's an online training journal that is especially helpful for powerlifting and weightlifting styles of training.
I think what's so fascinating about this is the fact that it helps you keep track of your workouts so you can actually see how far you've come.
Definitely. And a lot of people struggle with that. They think they're pushing harder, but
Yeah, are you really?
right, without that log, without that solid tracking, it's easy to plateau or even like backslide a little bit without even realizing it,
Yeah, and this is where I think this tool gets really cool. Wait for Reps is completely open source so you can actually see the code.
which is awesome.
Have you ever felt like fitness apps are kind of a black box? You don't really know what's going on in there? Not
Mhm.
this one. So this builds a lot of trust
For sure.
because you can see exactly how it works.
Absolutely. Transparency is key.
Yeah.
But also, it means that anyone can contribute to making the app even better.
And speaking of how the app works, it's built with React for the front end.
Okay, cool.
Uses Apollo client for all the behind-the-scenes communication.
Nice.
And they even have a custom code mirror mode for logging your workouts.
Wow, they really thought of everything.
Yeah, and so what's really cool is that you have this really smooth user experience with this really deep level of transparency.
Yeah, it's not just a tool, it's like a community project, and you can contribute.
Absolutely. And speaking of community, they also have this SBD ranks
Oh.
feature
Oh, yeah.
that uses data from open powerlifting to rank athletes' performance.
Ah.
So it's like having this global leaderboard right there.
Yeah, and so that's super cool because it taps into that competitive spirit, but it also gives people an idea of where they stand within the wider lifting community.
Absolutely. And you know what? Some people might be thinking, open source coding. This sounds like it's just for the tech wizards.
You know what?
But that's not the case at all.
No, not at all. I mean, contributing is not just about writing code. You can also just suggest a feature, you can report a bug, you can share your experiences with the app.
Oh, for sure.
All of that feedback is gold for the developers.
Absolutely. And if you do want to get your hands dirty in the code,
Yeah.
they have a super straightforward process.
Yeah.
You make a copy of the code, make your changes, and then you just submit it back to the team.
Super simple. It's like a giant collaborative coding jam session.
It really is. And they have done such a great job at making it super welcoming for all levels.
Yeah, they have documentation to guide you through everything.
Exactly. So no matter if you're a coding pro or if you're just starting out, there's a way to get involved.
Absolutely. And even if coding isn't your thing, they also welcome donations to help support development.
Of course, because every little bit helps.
Exactly. So, I think what excites me most about this is how it actually goes beyond just like logging your workouts.
Right.
It's about making those numbers work for you.
It really is, like you're saying. It's like having a personal coach in your pocket,
Yeah.
but it's not like yelling at you to do more burpees. It's actually quietly in the background analyzing all this data
Exactly.
to give you insights you might miss.
And as powerlifters, we know consistency is key.
Absolutely.
But, life happens sometimes. You miss a week, you tweak your form. Maybe you just have an off day.
For sure.
And this helps you spot those subtle shifts
Totally.
that could throw you off track.
Yeah, so instead of like grinding away for months and months and wondering, why am I not hitting any new PRs?
Totally.
You can actually look back at your data and say, aha.
Exactly.
So that's where things went sideways.
And that's where the real magic happens. It's not about obsessing over numbers. It's about using them to understand your body and make smarter training decisions.
Yeah. Okay, but real talk for a second. Does seeing your name on a leaderboard actually make a difference?
You'd be surprised. I think that for some people, it's a huge motivator. Like,
Really?
yeah, it's like, hey, I'm not just lifting for myself. I'm representing my gym, my city, my country.
So you kind of get that feeling of community,
Exactly.
but you carry it with you
Yeah,
every single time.
totally. And even if you're not super competitive, it can give you like a realistic benchmark.
Yeah. Where do I stand with everybody else?
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm not at the top yet, but I'm moving in the right direction.
So I know this is kind of geared towards like the powerlifting and weightlifting,
Right.
but wouldn't any serious lifter benefit from this kind of tracking?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
The principles are the same. I
Okay.
mean, whether you're aiming for hypertrophy strength, just overall fitness, having a detailed record of your workouts helps you stay accountable and make adjustments as needed.
It's like if you're not tracking, you're just guessing,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah, and when it comes to your fitness, guesswork is the enemy of progress.
Totally. And plus, think about it way down the line. You can look back on all of this data
Oh,
and
yeah.
be like, wow,
Years from now.
yeah,
All right.
how has my training style evolved?
How has my body responded to this?
It's like a fitness time capsule.
I love that.
But instead of embarrassing photos from high school, it's all gains.
It's all gains, baby. And wouldn't it be amazing to share that journey with other people? And that's what's so cool about this, this open source aspect.
Yeah.
It's not just about transparency. It's about creating a community of lifters
Yeah.
who are all striving to improve together.
And one of the craziest parts about all this is that it's free.
I know, it's wild, right?
Yeah, it's completely free to use.
Yeah, that's the beauty of open source projects. You have passionate people coming together to build something awesome, and they share it with the world.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, we made this thing that helps us crush our fitness goals, and we want you to benefit from it too.
Exactly.
And they're not just giving it away. They're encouraging people to join and make it even better.
Absolutely get involved.
So if you've ever thought about diving into the world of open source development, this is a perfect place to start.
Yeah, and it's surprisingly accessible, even if you're not like a coding guru or something.
Yeah,
You can contribute in so many ways.
absolutely.
From suggesting features to reporting bugs to actually like tweaking the code itself.
Yeah, and they've got clear documentation,
Yeah,
a super supportive community to guide you along the way.
absolutely. It's like a giant collaborative coding gym where everyone is spotting each other for success.
That's a great analogy. I like that.
Thanks.
And even if coding isn't your thing, you can also support the project through donations.
Yes, small donations, every little bit
Keep-
helps.
Yeah, keep the lights on, keep the servers running so those gains keep coming.
Exactly.
Now, before we wrap up today, let's put on our thinking caps for a moment.
Okay.
If you could contribute to Wait for Reps, what feature would you add to help people reach their fitness goals?
That's a good question.
I know, right?
What would I add? Maybe like an AI-powered form checker that analyzes your lifts and gives you real-time feedback.
Oh, that would be super cool.
Right, or like a personalized nutrition tracker that integrates with your workout data to create a holistic picture of your progress.
The possibilities are endless.
I know, it's so exciting, and that's what's so cool about open source projects, right? They're constantly evolving, adapting, and improving thanks to the collective brain power of the community.
Absolutely. So whether you're a seasoned lifter or just starting your fitness journey, we encourage you to check out Wait for Reps.
Yes, it's more than just an app. It's a testament to the power of community transparency and the pursuit of fitness excellence.
I love that it's a way to take ownership of your training, make data-driven decisions, and become the strongest version of yourself one rep at a time.
Absolutely. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder those possibilities until next time. Keep lifting, keep learning, and keep diving deep.